Do you want to boot your computer using multiple operating systems and do not want to install those operating systems on your local hard drive? You guessed it right. We can load up many operating systems on our thumb drive or USB drive, whatever you call it, and we can load up our images, or I'll say different operating systems or distributions, and we can carry those operating systems in a small zipper or pocket. So let's get started. In order to boot multiple distributions from our thumb drive, we'll need one tool called Ventoy. Let's go to Google and search for that. And we simply go to ventoy.net, the first one. Let's click on that. And here you will see some details about that project. It's completely open source and the screen looks something like this. When we boot up, we'll see that in action. We'll simply go to downloads. Once you are into downloads, you'll see different distributions for Linux, Windows. So I'm using Windows. So I can simply click on this one and it will download, which I have already downloaded. If I go to my downloads, Ventoy is downloaded. The file is here. I'll right click on this. You can use the Windows native tool. Click on extract all and default path is fine. Click on extract and the folder is ready as we see here. If I go inside, I see this tool folder. Go inside and here we have the files. Let me quickly insert my pen drive to my computer and the USB drive is inserted. I'm using 164 GB pen drive. Simply what I'll do, I'll double click on this ventoy to disk.exe, this file. Double click on that. You'll get a prompt. Click on yes. Then this tool loads up. And as I'm using only one USB drive, it has already detected that 64 GB drive. If you have multiple, click on the drop down and select the proper one. And you'll see the version and the status. Just click on install. Remember, all the data will be wiped out from your disk. So that's fine with me. Click on yes. Double check. That's fine. Yes. It is now installing Ventoy or the tool on this USB drive. And one cool thing about this one, congratulations, this has been done. And let me tell you the cool thing. You will get a drive out of this Ventoy, which you can use for anything. You can store your files. That means you can use this for a normal pen drive or day-to-day data transfer as well, along with your boots. So let's check that and click on OK. Let's close this tool. And if I go to my computer, I'll see something named Ventoy. That is the USB drive I was talking about. It's like normal USB drive when we insert any USB drive or pen drive. And what we have to do, we can simply copy paste our ISO images directly here. What I'll do, I have already downloaded few Linux distributions. Let me show you that. If I go to softwares, operating systems, I have something FunOS, PopOS and many things like that. Let me take few of them. Let me take these three, copy this. Simply copy this to your USB disk which you got after your Ventoy installation. And you can obviously create folders and put it there as well. That's also fine. Just paste it. It is going to take some time depending on the size of the images. Now the image files are copied. What I'll simply do, I will eject the drive from my computer. So click on eject and it's done, and reboot it and make sure you boot it from the USB. Let's check that. Don't worry about my BIOS because this is an ancient time BIOS. I'll go to boot order and what I've done, USB hard drive, that is in the first priority. So whenever I plug in that USB drive and I reboot it, it will go there and simply boot it from the hard drive, not hard drive, USB drive. My bad. And let me escape it, save changes and exit. Yes. It's booting up and here we get the Ventoy window. Here we can do many things, but you see whatever image file I put there, it is showing up here. The FunOS, Slacks and Tails. And let me boot it from FunOS, maybe. Let me select that and hit enter. And let's boot it in normal mode. Select that, hit enter again and try or install FunOS. So let's click on that or enter basically. And it's booting up the FunOS. Let's wait for a while. Now we get this option. So let's try the FunOS. If I click on install, it will basically try to install that on my hard drive, which I do not want. So let's click on English is selected for me. Try FunOS. Again, it's loading up. And here we go. The desktop is loaded. And let's explore a little bit. Here we have some options, terminal, other things. Let's open terminal. Standard Linux command, ls. I'll be not spending time much on this Linux one. What I'll simply do, I need to reboot this one. I'll go to the launcher menu again, click on logout. Yeah, here I get the reboot option. Let's click on reboot and let's try some other ways. Reboot, it's logging out and it will try to reboot. Oh, it is suggesting please remove the installation medium and press enter. Without removing, let's see if I can hit enter. It's rebooting again. Here we get the Ventoy menu again. Let's go with Tails, which is a very secure operating system. We'll talk about Tails might be later, but let's try that out. Select that, hit enter, and it is now loading up. And here we go. Now we are booted into some other operating systems, and without doing any customization, let's click on Start Tails. And here we go. We can check the applications, Tor browser and other things. Activities, we have the panel at the bottom. So that is it. And we can directly shut down or reboot it from here. And if we restart it, we'll again get that Ventoy window. We can choose whatever operating system we want. That is it for this video. Maybe we can take or explore some more ideas on this or any other topics. Stay tuned.